And a pleasant good evening, ladies and gentlemen, from the Newman Flanagan Center on the campus of Briar Cliff University in Sioux City, Iowa. This is Charger Basketball on the Charger Sports Network at bcuchargers.com. I'm Justin Barker, glad to be with you tonight for a men's-women's Great Plains Athletic Conference doubleheader. We'll start out tonight with the Mount Marty Lancers and the Briar Cliff University Chargers, with women's basketball followed by what should be a fantastic men's game coming up a little bit later on. Mount Marty comes in 4-2 on the campaign, but 0-2 in the Great Plains Athletic Conference. Briar Cliff is 1-4. They are 0-1 inside conference play. The Chargers won their opener against Dakota State, then have really faced a gauntlet of teams over the last three games. When you look at St. Xavier ranked in the top 25, Olivet Nazarene ranked in the top 25, Concordia number 1. Reigning national champion, and you do it on the road. So this team is already what you would probably call battle tested in the fact that 3 of their first 5 games of the season have come against ranked opponents. Chargers did fall on Saturday 113-59 against Drew Olson and the Concordia Bulldogs, but time to come back home before starting another absolutely brutal stretch of basketball for any coach in the country. After tonight's game, they'll be on the road at Dordt, who's ranked number 5. Then they're at Dakota Wesleyan, home against Northwestern, away at Morningside. So it's not going to get any easier for Coach Mike Power and his crew, but it's time for this youthful roster to just dig in and get better and better every game, and that's what Coach Power and Coach Purdie have in front of them as the challenge for this Charger team, and one that every game on the schedule, get better, and then start picking people off and start winning these basketball games. That's exactly what the Chargers look to do here tonight against a solid Mount Marty team. They're 4-2 on the season. They've lost 2 straight. After winning their first 4, they beat York, Valley City State, Presentation, and Dakota State before losing to Northwestern and Hastings in Great Plains Athletic Conference play. They've got an exhibition date with Augustana coming up on Friday night, but they're obviously not looking past Briar Cliff here as they make the short trip down from Yankton, South Dakota. But it's 4-2 Mount Marty. It's 1-4 Briar Cliff. Chargers being led by freshman Connor Sudman. She's been sensational so far. 18.8 points per game. Madeline Deitzler at 13.4 and Alyssa Carley at 12.8. So 3 double-digit scores make up the foundation for Briar Cliff as they average 73.4 points per game. Defensively is where they can get better, and they know that. They're giving up 96.4 points a game. But again, as we said, they've played ranked opponent after ranked opponent. They've given up, the opponents have passed the century mark 3 times, but number 1 team in the country did it. Yeah, okay, they're going to do that probably 20 to 25 times this season. Olivet Nazarene, they lost 114-92. Olivet Nazarene, a team that just loves to put up shots. They force you into a very high-scoring game, and St. Xavier did beat Briar Cliff 102-62, but St. Xavier, a fantastic team that'll be looking to come back here to Siouxland in March and make some noise come the end of the season. So as you take a look at the schedule and the challenges that Briar Cliff has facing them, go out and play basketball, grind and get better and better every day, and that's exactly what Coach Power and company have their sights set on and what they're going to attempt to do here. Connor Sudman obviously has been awesome. She also has a team high in blocks this year. Madeline Deitzler, the rebound and assist leader, 6.2 rebounds a game, 2.6 assists per game. Alyssa Carley averaging 2.6 steals per game. So they are mixing it up nicely with the stat eaters and the gals that love to get into that stat column and make some noise. Connor Sudman, though, has her name in the top 20 in scoring already in the early part of the season, 24th in free throw percentage. That's what you want from your top scorer. You want them to be a very good free throw shooter, and she has been so far this year at 87.9%. Chargers do rank 21st in the country in steals per game with 13.4, so they are doing it and doing a lot of things well. For Mount Marty, they're led by Carly McKinney at 16.8 points per game. Allie Kuka, a name that if you've paid attention to GPAC basketball over the last 3.5 seasons, you remember Allie's name. 12.3 a game there. Jamie Tebben is averaging 10.3, and Molly Coastie at 7.5. Mount Marty about as even in the stat column as you can be when it comes to points per game at 66, points allowed at 65.8. So they're going to want to slow it down. They're going to want to grind it out. That's what they're going to do, and they're going to try to do it very well tonight. The Ali Kuka is 7th in NAI Division III in three-pointers made per game, 10th in total three-pointers made, so she is obviously going to be a perimeter threat. Mount Marty won the last time out, 69-60. That was here at the Newman Flanagan Center. Going on almost a year ago, January 30th of 2019. So been a while, obviously, since these two have faced each other. And you get a new outlook and a new crew and new things like that with each and every passing season. So this year's installment of the Mount Marty Lancers and the Briar Cliff Chargers set to tip off in about 5 or 6 minutes here at the Newman Flanagan Center. Then we will have Charger men's basketball coming up tonight as well. Briar Cliff 7-0, 1-0 in the GPAC after Nick Hoyt hit the buzzer beater on Saturday down at Concordia. Mount Marty is 7-2, 1-1 in the conference. And you talk about Mount Marty's men's team. They're gritty, they're gutty, they play hard all the time. And historically, they're a team that may not be the most talented position for position as the other team, but they will outplay you every night. And they do it with such a gusto that they're really fun to watch. They are one of the most scrappy teams in the GPAC conference. They put up a fight each and every night, no matter who they're playing, and they're really a fun team to watch. So if you have the occasion to come up here to the Newman Flanagan Center tonight and watch some basketball, please do, because you're going to get a couple of very good matchups here as we head into this men's and women's doubleheader. And both Charger men and women will be on the road for a little bit. We'll get the women and the men back at home on the 4th against Northwestern's Red Raiders in a GPAC doubleheader, but they'll be road warriors a little bit. They'll get a little bit of a break over Thanksgiving as well, so that's what we're heading into. We're going to pause here briefly as we'll play the national anthem here inside the Newman Flanagan Center. When we come back, we'll give you our starting lineups for the Lancers and the Chargers. It's Mount Marty and Briar Cliff on the Charger Sports Network at bcuchargers.com. And welcome back to the Charger pregame show here on the Charger Sports Network at bcuchargers.com. Mount Marty dressed in dark blue from top to bottom. They've got Mount Marty written across the front of their jerseys in white, trimmed out in gold. Starting lineup, Ali Kuka wears number 2. She's a 5'9 senior from Dante, South Dakota. Number 3 is Molly Costi, a 5'8 senior guard. Carly McKinney wears number 4, a 5'7 junior from T, South Dakota. Hannah Williams wears number 22, a 5'10 senior from Flandreau, South Dakota. And Jamie Tebben rounds out the starting 5 for the Lancers, a 6-foot-tall senior from Redfield, South Dakota. Chargers under Coach Mike Power. They wear white from top to bottom. Briar Cliff written across the front in royal blue, trimmed out in gold numerals, and blue trim. Alyssa Carley wears number 1, a 5'11 senior out of Trainer, Iowa. Number 5 is Connor Sudman, a 5'11 freshman out of Trainer, Iowa. Number 11 is Peyton Slaughter, the 5'6 freshman from Cherokee, Iowa. Madeline Deitzler sports number 14, a 5'11 sophomore from Trainer, Iowa. And number 22 is Shannon Sokolowski. Sokolowski, a 5'10 freshman from Irene, South Dakota. Chargers are 1-4, 0-1 in the Great Plains Athletic Conference. Mount Marty 4-2, 0-2 in the Great Plains Athletic Conference, as both coaches go through their final pregame huddle and get ready to go for Great Plains Athletic Conference basketball. Mount Marty and Briar Cliff, that's what we've got for us. Men's, women's doubleheader. Men will start right around 8 o'clock tonight. So settle in, grab a pizza from one of our great sponsors. Get your food order from any one of those fine sponsors as well, and let's enjoy some basketball together. Deitzler and Tebben in the center circle. Ball's up in the air and we're underway here at the Newman Flanagan Center. McKinney will control the opening tip and bring it into the front court for the Mount Marty Lancers. Lancers go from left to right here in the first half of action as they use the perimeter with a couple of bounce passes. McKinney left open for 3. She'll fire, no good. Mount Marty shoots a lot of three-pointers, 143 on the season through 6 games. Carley bounces off into the corner, now back up top to Carley through the hands of Connor Sudman. Slaughter with it, one-handed bounce pass over to Carley. Sudman in the corner will head fake, nothing doing as she draws in the double team. Bounced into the paint for Sokolowski. She tries to get towards the basket, but it's swatted out of her hands and out of bounds, and the Chargers will have it with 8 on the shot clock. 9:20 to play here in the first quarter, just underway at the Newman Flanagan Center. Again, I'm Justin Barker. Thanks for inviting me into your homes tonight. Deitzler catches up top with 6. She'll dribble towards the basket. High arcing shot. Finds the bottom of the net on the runner. And it's 2-0 Briar Cliff. Mount Marty with it. Lancers continue to use the perimeter with 8. Air ball out of bounds to Briar Cliff. So it'll be Charger basketball working on a 2-0 lead. Slaughter catches right side of the circle, top of the key. Over to Sudman. Sudman against the zone defense for the Lancers on the right wing. Across the top over to Slaughter. Slaughter back to a wide open Sudman for 3. No good. Off the left side of the rim. Sokolowski with the offensive rebound. Shot clock reset at 20. Beautiful pass through the paint from Sudman to Deitzler, and it's 4-0. The freshman with a nice dime, seeing her wide open teammate on the left side of the hoop, and a foul against the Chargers defensively will slow things down. Peyton Slaughter will pick up her first. Team's first. So the inbounds play will come to the far side of the floor for Mount Marty. Madeline Deitzler with all 4 points here in the game tonight. Coastie with it, looking for McKinney, finds her with a bounce pass up top. Over to Hannah Williams on the wing, left open for 3. She'll fire, off the mark, no good. Run down by Slaughter. 4-on-2 for BC. Slaughter takes the center of the paint. Nice bounce pass to the trailing Madeline Deitzler, and it's 6-0. Coastie in transition. She steps through the paint and lays it up and in with a nice kiss off the glass. Left wide open. Carley running the floor. She got back past everybody, and Carley gets the lay-in, and a fantastic start for Briar Cliff. 8-2, the early lead for the Chargers. Exactly how you want to come out of the gate here. Do it fast and do it with some very good transition plays multiple times. Obviously, Carley beating the defense back there, but the court vision by the Chargers so far has been excellent. Going back to Sudman's assist to Deitzler. Madeline Deitzler with 6, Carley with 2, and the Chargers up 8-2. here on the Chargers Sports Network as we thank some of our Chargers Sports Network sponsors, including Heartland Chiropractic, Townhouse Pizza and Lounge, Sport Clips, Bob Rose Point After, Bob Rose North End Zone, and Westside Pizza. We thank all of you for being a part of the Charger family here on the Charger Sports Network. So coming out of the timeout, Chargers have the 8-2 lead. It'll be Mount Marty basketball. Little hop in the step of BCU, exactly what you want to see in the early going. They've earned it so far with 7:29 to play here in the first quarter. Tebben will inbound against full court pressure by Briar Cliff. In cleanly to McKinney. McKinney will start the dribble up the center of the floor. Carly McKinney as she gallops her way through to the top of the key. A foul off the basketball. 2 Chargers on the floor and Ali Kuka. It'll go to Peyton Slaughter. That'll be her second. Coach Power most likely going to have to go to his bench here and replace Peyton Slaughter. Actually, she's going to have to be replaced anyway because she's got a cut on her elbow, so she'll have to come out. Well, Coach Power's going to leave her in after she's going to get some royal blue athletic tape. She's good to go. So the inbounds play will come from the Mount Marty baseline. Lancers have it in cleanly. McKinney drives towards the basket, stops and shoots, no good. Sokolowski with a strong rebound. She'll turn it up for Briar Cliff. Finds Slaughter in stride, crossing the half-court stripe. Over to Carly for 3 in the corner, in and out, no good. Hannah Williams with the Lancer rebound. She finds McKinney on the far side of the floor. She'll crisscross the court with a pass to the near corner. Lexi Hochstein into the ball game for Mount Marty. She checked in. A couple of Lancers sitting at the scorer's table ready to come in as the Chargers look to build on an 8-2 lead. Sudman bounces through traffic. It'll be a jump ball. Briar Cliff will have possession. McKinney and Deitzler tie one another up. Peyton Stoll into the lineup. From Sioux Falls. Thrown in up top for Deitzler. She wants to bounce back down low to Sudman. Stolen away nicely by McKinney. 6:30 to play first quarter. It's 8-2. Chargers have the early lead. Lancers have the basketball on the attack. Callie Otkin into the ball game for Mount Marty. She touches the basketball as they throw it around the perimeter. Back to Otkin. She wants a 3. No good off the front of the rim. Rebound pulled down by Deitzler in the paint. Deitzler looks up, has Carly towards the right side of the basket. Carly turns and fires up top. 3-pointer. No good off the mark from Slaughter, but it's rebounded by Sudman and the Chargers. Into Deitzler. Beautiful drop step off one dribble and the lay-in good. Madeline Deitzler with 8 points. (10-2) Briar Cliff. Chargers look to extend the defense out. As we said, Mount Marty shot 143 3-pointers on the season. Briar Cliff has attempted 110. Another 3-pointer on the way and off the mark for Otkin. Make that Hochstein, and it'll be Charger basketball on the rebound. Sokolowski swings over to Slaughter. Sudman looks to drive baseline and draws in the contact. Foul will go to Carly McKinney. Her first and the team's first. So it'll be an inbounds play from the baseline for the Charger 5. Sudman will do it. She'll throw it in up top. Deitzler has it on the right wing. Couple of dribbles and across the top to Carly. Carly looks over the defense. Not a lot doing. Slaughter will catch it. Now to Carly up top. Carly looking for a screen, won't get it. She's got Sokolowski right behind her. Sokolowski drives, cutting through a double team. Shot up and off the window, no good. It did not hit the rim though. Just grazed the window, so that'll be a shot clock violation against the Chargers and Mount Marty basketball as Molly Coste checks back in. Chargers back into a half-court defense. Just past the halfway point here of the first quarter. Almost thrown away by the Cliff. Slaughter saves it into Sudman. Now Sudman, it'll go off her fingers on a kind of a lazy pass by Slaughter. It looked like she was able to gain her footing and balance, then just threw it away. Shelby Fashing in for Mount Marty. 6'3" senior out of Winstead, Minnesota. Allie Kuka back in the Mount Marty lineup. And Kayla Jacobson in for the first time tonight. Jacobson puts it in Costy's hands and back to Jacobson across the top. Swung far side, three-pointer on the way, no good. Undershot big time. Offensive rebound though for Costy. Put back in and out, no good. Rebounded by Kuka in traffic. Her putback is good. So a couple of offensive rebounds by the Lancers provide some points, and it's 10-4. Good effort on the offensive side. Slaughter has it up top. Over to Sudman and back to Slaughter with 17 on the shot clock. Carly to Slaughter. Deitzler calling for it down low. They can't get it to her, and now Sudman's bumped into by Molly Costy. That'll be her first and the team's second. Brianna Allen checks in for the Chargers. The 5'6" senior out of Crofton, Nebraska. She'll replace Alyssa Carly. Sudman hands it right back to Slaughter. Allen, good pass to Deitzler. Deitzler in the paint, blocked down by Fashing and out of bounds. It'll stay with Briar Cliff with 14 on the shot clock. Slaughter bounces right into Deitzler. Back to Slaughter for three. No good off the front of the rim, and it's rebounded by Costy. Left wing side. Back towards the top of the key comes Kuka, now to the right side. Jacobson looking in. Now she'll fire for three from the wing. In and out, no good. Fashing with the offensive rebound, saves it in. Goes over the outstretched fingertips of Slaughter. And we've got an offensive foul off the basketball. I think it's on Allie Kuka. No, it's not. It's on Molly Costy, her second. And Carly McKinney will check back into the Lancer lineup for Kayla Jacobson. Lexi Hochstein back in the game as well. Lexi, a 5'8" freshman from Sioux Falls. And Alyssa Carly back in for Briar Cliff in place of Connor Sudman. (10-4) with 3:20 to play here in the first quarter. Allen with the dribble as she cuts through a double team. Down to Carly in the corner. Carly, baseline is shut off. Free throw line jumper for Deitzler. Good. Madeline Deitzler with 10 of the Chargers' 12 points. It's 12-4 BCU. Good defense by the Chargers, slowing things down for Mount Marty, but they're not afraid to do that as they average 66 points. And a foul on the inbounds attempt. Shannon Sokolowski picks up the foul, but a timeout by the Lancers, 30-second timeout. With 2:37 to play here in the first quarter, it's 12-4. Home or away, the Charger Sports Network will keep you connected to Charger Athletics. A few simple clicks is all you need. Find links to watch or listen to your favorite Briar Cliff teams. Charger Sports Network keeping you connected to the action. And with that, remember to follow Briar Cliff. Follow all the athletic teams at bcuchargers.com, or you can search for BCU Chargers on Instagram and Twitter. The social media home of your favorite Charger athletic teams. 2:37 to play here in the first quarter. 12-4 is your score. Madeline Deitzler with 10 early points. Lancer basketball, and it's thrown through traffic and thrown away. Hannah Williams was cutting towards the basket, but pass too long for her, and it goes out of bounds. Turnover to Briar Cliff. So Slaughter will hustle it up the floor and pass it to Brianna Allen. Kicked by Jamie Tebben up top. Taylor Lamprecht into the Charger lineup for Deitzler. Had a spectacular first quarter so far. So Lamprecht will give her a spell, a 5'9" freshman out of Ponca, Nebraska. Allen has it left side of the circle, top of the key. Not looking to shoot just yet. Sokolowski back to Allen. Allen pushes outside. Peyton Slaughter for three, no good. Rebound inside by Brianna Allen. Another chance for the Chargers. Carly down to the corner. Slaughter fires it into the center for Sokolowski. Her shot is off the mark, no good. Rebound pulled in by Tebben for Mount Marty, and she traveled as she went to turn and passed the ball away. Turnover underneath the opponent's basket will give it right back to Briar Cliff in close range. Jaden Businger into the Charger lineup, the 5'7" sophomore from Beset, Nebraska. Also into the ball game, Brycelyn Comstock. 5'9" freshman from South Sioux City, Nebraska, just across the way. One of the most storied girls basketball teams in the Midwest, maybe in the country with the run they put on a couple of years, well, for about a decade. They took on all comers and beat all comers. Have more rings than you have fingers on your hands. Three-pointer on the way for Hochstein is good. 12-7. I believe the South Sioux City Cardinals have 11 state championships to their credit. Charger basketball, bounce down low to Lamprecht. She'll turn around, shoot and score, and a quick little pirouette. Her back was faced to the hoop, so she did a nice little spin move, and it's 14-7. Hochstein wants another three. This time it's off the mark, and they're going to get Kuka on a foul from behind the play. She tried to poke around the Charger player and knock it out of bounds, but got in a little too high. Foul called. So it's Charger basketball with 1:10 to play here in the quarter. Comstock to Allen, open for three. She'll fire, no good off the mark. And it's out of bounds to Mount Marty. McKinney continues her dribble, now picks it up. Thrown across. Hochstein stops on the baseline, throws it out near the free throw line. Shot off the mark by Tebben, rebounded by Mount Marty. Ball loose on the deck, picked up by the Chargers. Lamprecht comes out with it. She hits the running Allen. Back to Lamprecht in the middle. That's a beautiful give and go. Taylor with 4 points off the Charger bench. 16-7. Tebben has it. She'll take two dribbles towards the hoop and nothing doing. Over to McKinney, who's left open. She'll fire for three. It's no good. High rebound tipped way out top to McKinney. McKinney drives left baseline, cut off nicely by Lamprecht. With three, with two, with one, and we're done with a quarter here at the Newman Flanagan Center. A successful quarter for the Chargers. After one, it's Briar Cliff 16 and Mount Marty 7 here on the Charger Sports Network. We'll add up some stats and we'll be right back to the Newman Flanagan Center. Time to start off the second quarter here at the Newman Flanagan Center in Sioux City, Iowa, on the campus of Briar Cliff University. I'm Justin Barker along with you. It's Charger basketball here on the Charger Sports Network. Briar Cliff 16 and Mount Marty 7. Through a quarter, as we mentioned. Mount Marty will start the quarter with the ball with Molly Coastie. Coastie stopped up top by a Charger double team of Slaughter and Sudman. Three-pointer good. Jamie Tebben for three. And 16-10. Thank you. Get you some stats here through one quarter. It's a steal by Tebben. She's going to slow it up and wait for teammates. Mount Marty shooting 3 of 15 in the quarter. Blocked out of bounds by the Chargers. Just 20% shooting. They're 1 of 10 beyond the arc. Briar Cliff 8 of 17 and 0 of 6 beyond the arc. 11 rebounds to 10. The Chargers have the lead there. Biggest lead for Briar Cliff was 9. McKenney fires for three. No good. Off the mark. Sokolowski had the box out beautifully, but tipped it. And a foul. Peyton Stoley pick up her first. So the Chargers will have it up 16-10. Sudman throws to Slaughter. And we've got an offensive foul off the basketball. I think a makeup from the other end. Sokolowski picks up her second. So Sokolowski and Slaughter both have 2 fouls here with 9 minutes to play in the first half. Coastie hits the trailer. Baseline jumper. Peyton Stoley, no good. Rebounded by Slaughter. She'll turn and look up for the Chargers. Lobbing it into the far corner for Sudman. Sudman bounces through the paint. Sokolowski hit as she shoots. No good. The foul coming. It'll be the second to Peyton Stoley. And Shelby Fashing will come up off the Lancer bench as Sokolowski to the free throw line. Good on her first. And she didn't make the call, so if Shannon hits the free throw, she can become a part of the action. And doesn't get the roll as it falls off the front of the rim, no good, and we play on. 17-10. Coastie cut off on the baseline by Deitzler. She'll flip it back up top. Near side for McKenney. She drives right baseline and throws back to the top. Tebben leaves it off for McKenney. McKenney for three, no good. Sokolowski tried to swat it out of the air for the rebound, but couldn't, so Mount Marty keeps it. 15 on the shot clock. Tebben throws across the top. McKenney into the corner. Stoley thought about a shot, won't take it. Backs in on Deitzler and throws it back up top with 2, three-pointer, no good. Another offensive rebound by Molly Coastie and Mount Marty. McKenney making her way into the paint, catches, shoots, and banks it in from straight on. Coach Mike Power wants a timeout. Lead cut to 5 with 8:01 to play here in the quarter. 17-12, Chargers have the lead. Chargers have led the entire way here. Leading rebounder for Briar Cliff, Shannon Sokolowski with 3 to this point. But it's Madeline Deitzler with 10 points on 5 of 6 shooting. It's kind of helped show the way for the Chargers. 17-12. As Deitzler will bounce in to Peyton Slaughter. Peyton across the half-court stripe, looks to cut through a double team and draws in a foul instead. It'll be Fashing's first and the team's third. It'll be Jamie Tebben. Fashing was out there, but was not assessed that foul. As I said, she wasn't anywhere in the neighborhood. Corrected nicely into Deitzler. To Carly for 3 in the corner. Good, Alyssa Carly. Carly with 5. And it's 20-12, Briar Cliff. So a nice three-pointer by Carly. Lobbed into Tebben. Tebben loses her footing, but keeps it to McKinney. Two-pointer with a couple of Nikes on the line off the mark by Hochstein, and it's rebounded by Carly and the Chargers. Deitzler cutting towards the basket will be fouled. Can't cash in on the three-point play, but a good hustle nonetheless. That'll be on Carly McKinney and be her second, team's fourth. So the Chargers doing a nice job of being aggressive to the basket. Deitzler's free throw is no good, a little strong. She'll have one more. Second one on the way, has much better touch. The net barely moves, and Deitzler makes it 21-12. 7:15 to play here in the first half. McKinney will get rid of it, but get it right back. Otkin back to McKinney. Alyssa Carly tried for the steal. Disrupted the pass a little bit. Three-pointer all the way for Otkin, no good. High rebound, tipped around off the fingertips of Lexi Hochstein into Briar Cliff. Good job by the near side official, who was standing along the end line, but the backs of the two players were to her, and she asked for help and made the right call. Good teamwork by the refereeing crew. Carly up top for Slaughter, bounce back to Carly. Carly open for three, no good. Rebound by Connor Sudman in heavy traffic. Sudman dribbles around in a circle, but then threw it away to McKinney. McKinney looks to go left, now stops. Tebben, the trailer, traveled as she pulled up for a shot, and the turnover will go back to Briar Cliff. Jaden Businger back in the Charger lineup for Connor Sudman. Scoreless so far. Sarah Dreckman will check in as well for the first time. 5'6" senior from Marcus, Iowa, in for Sokolowski. (21-12) remains the score. Deitzler with a bounce pass, tipped away in traffic and out of bounds. Taylor Lamprecht back into the lineup. She had a quick 4-point burst off the bench. Slaughter will inbound and try to throw it through traffic to Dreckman. It's stolen. So the Lancers have it, trailing by 9 with 6:15 to play in the first half. Bounce to the free throw line. Stolen back by Slaughter. She'll turn it up. Slaughter takes the center of the floor to the basket. Lay in a little shy, no good. Rebound pulled out, and it will be stolen by Carly. She had her back facing the ball when it was coming towards her. She ran it down, but then unable to keep her footing in bounds, and turns it back over to Mount Marty. Bryceland Comstock back in for Briar Cliff in place of Slaughter. Lobbed in near the center court stripe. McKinney has it. Lobbed down to the baseline for Fashing. Fashing into the paint. Now three-pointer on the way, no good. Pulled in by Tebben, but knocked out and stolen by Briar Cliff. Dreckman looks up, has Comstock running. Comstock fights it up in traffic, no good. Lamprecht blocked from behind, but into the hands of Comstock. Carly for three, no good. Fashing pulls it in and will be fouled. I believe it'll be Jaden Businger. It will. Her first, team second. Brianna Allen into the Charger lineup. Kayla Jacobson in for Mount Marty. .535 to play here in the first half. 21-12, Briar Cliff. As Jacobson crosses the half-court stripe and picks up her dribble. Peyton Stoley with it. Stoley back to Jacobson. Open momentarily on the corner. She'll take a long two instead. No good. Rebound into the hands of the Chargers. Bryceland Comstock, and a foul by Molly Coastie will be her third. So a big foul to one of the Lancer starters. It'll be the team's fifth foul as well, so the Chargers will have free throws for the rest of the half. So Comstock will go to the free throw line. She's 2 of 4 on the season from there. Free throw is good. So Comstock will get her name in the box score. Well, she will anyway for playing, but with a point. Second one off the mark. Fashing with a rebound. Jacobson hustles it up for Mount Marty. She takes the dribble left. Flips it over to Hochstein. Stoley backs in a little bit. Lancers stay along the perimeter for now. Back to Jacobson. Hochstein near side. Stoley back to Hochstein. She'll fire for three. She was set perfectly, and the follow through was beautiful. Just a nice looking shot. 22-15. Shoulders were square and she was ready to go once she received that basketball. Can't ask for much more from a shooter. Allen swings it into the corner for Dreckman. Dreckman across the top. Comstock wants a three to answer. No good. Great rebound inside by Lamprecht. Blocked on her way back up, but she gathers it back in. Wants to go back towards the hoop. Shoots over the outstretched hand of Fashing, and it's good. Comstock with 3 points. Great effort in the paint. 24-15, lead back to 9 for Briar Cliff. Their largest of the day is 9. Haven't been able to get it into double figures, but hovering around that 9-point mark, that's okay. Stoley out to Jacobson. Jacobson across the top. Hochstein with a catch, looking inside at Kuka, who's covered up nicely. Stoley open in the corner for three. She'll fire, no good. Dreckman with a nice block out and rebound. Sarah brings it across the half-court stripe. Sarah lost her footing. That was Dreckman, sorry. Dreckman lost it. Dribbling back the other way with a left-handed lay-in, no good for Hochstein, pulled down by Briar Cliff. Businger has a runner. It's Comstock. Comstock stops and throws across. Businger open for three, won't take it. Allen will from the corner. Good! Brianna Allen for three. Second three-pointer of the contest for Briar Cliff, and it's 27-15. Coach Power believes he's playing hockey. He's going to bring in 5 fresh on a line change at the next possible time. Now he does it often. We just give him a hard time because we can. Free throw line jumper, Hochstein, good. She's got 8 off the Lancer bench, 27-17. Comstock skips by her defender. Businger back to Comstock. Back to Businger for three in the corner, no good. Tried to follow her shot, but Ali Kuka was in the way for the rebound. What a foul coming defensively. Jaden Businger, her second. 5 fresh Chargers in the lineup. Deitzler and Sudman, Sokolowski, Carly, and Slaughter. McKinney flips it up and across the top. Hochstein into the paint. Back to McKinney. McKinney fires for three, and that's good with a nice swish. Carly McKinney for three. It's 27-20. 2:23 to play in the first half. Slaughter bounces back into the corner for Carly. Carly looks inside. Sokolowski out to the free throw line for Slaughter. Sudman looks into the corner. Sokolowski with a long 2-point jumper. Gets the roll. It's good. Sokolowski with three, and it's 29-20. A little bit of pressure put on by the Chargers, and it's thrown away. Tebben was looking for McKinney and threw it in the wrong direction. A zig instead of a zag, and it's Charger basketball underneath their basket. Slaughter will inbound as the Chargers take the 4 corners of the paint. They'll set a few screens. Sudman comes off a screen, didn't get it to her right away. Now it is lobbed into Sudman on the wing. Sudman into the paint, and they're going to call a travel against Connor Sudman. Better than a charge. Turnover to Mount Marty. Probably could have gone either. It would have been a late charge call, but don't know that anybody could have. Could have really complained on either or. So the turnover to Mount Marty with 1:45 to play. And we've got a foul. I believe it will go to Sokolowski and be her third. Team's fourth. Thrown in way up top near the center court stripe. Plenty of time on the shot clock for the Lancers to work. Hannah Williams calling for it in the paint. Can't get it. 2 or 3 pointers off the mark. Rebounded by Dreckman for the Chargers. Into the hands of Comstock. Comstock over to Businger. Thought about a 3, won't take it. Across to Dreckman into the corner. Carly will shoot the 3 and bury it from the corner. Alyssa Carly with her second 3-pointer. 32-20 Briar Cliff. Second 3 of the day for Alyssa Carly. Ooh, 3-pointer, Tebben for the answer. High, arcing 3 is good. Her second 3 of the game. Back to a 9-point Charger lead, 32-23. Comstock gets around Tebben. Dreckman open for 3, good. Dreckman for 3. Fourth 3-pointer of the quarter for the Chargers. 35-23, lobbed inside to Williams. Williams goes right around Businger. Might have taken an extra step, but Jaden Businger with a rebound, and we're going back to the other way with Briar Cliff. Businger at the free throw line. Gets in deep, lobs to Dreckman. The pass goes through the legs of Hannah Williams to Deitzler, and a foul coming. Hannah Williams will pick up her first. So Deitzler will go back to the free throw line where she's hit 1 of 2 today. Free throw, good. Deitzler with 12. Still to lead all scorers. Second one on the way, good. Deitzler hits them both. She's got 13. And Sudman got to the scorers table in time to come into the ball game. 29 seconds to play in the half, about a half a stitch between the game and the shot clock. So the Lancers can hold really as long as they want to and take the last shot. They won't go anywhere near that 3-pointer from Hochstein off the way. But it's tipped way back up towards center court where she gathers it back in. Now the shot clock is off. McKinney to Tebben. Tebben throws far side. It's worked down low to Williams. Williams has the inside track to the basket. And with a nice basket for Hannah Williams, and that's the end of the first half. Solid first half by the Chargers, as they outscore Mount Marty 21-18 here in the quarter, but take a nice 37-25 lead into halftime here at the Newman Flanagan Center. It's Charger basketball on the Charger Sports Network. It's Briar Cliff 37 and Mount Marty 25 at halftime. We'll take a break, gather some stats for you, and we'll be back to give you those stats, set up the second half, and set up the second half of our doubleheader men's basketball to follow, of course, here tonight. 37-25, your halftime score. Halftime here at the Newman Flanagan Center on the campus of Briar Cliff University. Again, I'm Justin Barker. Thank you for being a part of our evening. 37-25, your halftime score. Briar Cliff has the lead. Taking a look at the first half statistics. Madeline Deitzler leads all scorers with 13. Alyssa Carley has 8. Then a handful of Chargers have provided points, which has helped build a 12-point lead. Taylor Lamprecht has 4, then Brianna Allen hit a 3. Sarah Dreckman hit a 3. And Brycelyn Comstock and Shannon Sokolowski each have 3. Theirs earned the hard way, I guess. A basket and a free throw. For Mount Marty, Lexi Hochstein leads the way with 8. Jamie Tevin with 6 on a couple of three-pointers. Carly McKinney has 5. Hannah Williams, Molly Costi, and Allie Kuka have 2 points each. First half shooting for the Chargers, 14 of 30, 46%. They're 4 of 14 beyond the arc and 5 of 8 at the free throw line. Mount Marty is 10 of 36 for 28%. They've hit 5 of 22 three-pointers for 22%. And they have yet to attempt a free throw. Biggest lead of the day, 14 by Briar Cliff. Chargers out rebounding Mount Marty 24-20. 8 offensive rebounds for the Cliff. 11 offensive rebounds for the Lancers. 7 turnovers, 12 assists for Mount Marty. 12 assists, 10 turnovers for Briar Cliff, so +2 there. That's always a very positive statistic. Chargers have 7 steals to 6 for Mount Marty. Men's basketball will come up a little bit after the women are done here. They get the spotlight and the hardwood first. In that matchup, it's 7-2 Mount Marty against 7-0 Briar Cliff. Chargers receiving votes in the poll. The NAIA always does their preseason poll, then they wait a couple of weeks and put out the next one and kind of let things shake loose and let everybody get some games under their belt and see where everybody falls. I really actually like the way that they do that. I wish they would do that in major college athletics as well. There's actually a lot of things that the NCAA could learn from the NAIA, in my opinion, but that's a whole nother story for another day. But the preseason poll obviously was put out a couple of weeks ago, and the next one, I believe they do one in December. The next one will come out actually Monday, November the 25th, and it's every other week throughout the basketball season, 25th and 9th. Actually, then they take a month off to the 13th of January. And a couple out in 3 out in February. The quick turnaround poll in February is after the conference tournaments. So good stuff. Like it. Like the way the NAIA does it. So we'll have a new poll coming out next week for NAIA basketball. And we look to see the Charger men in that after a nice 7-0 start. They'll look to make it 8-0 here tonight against Mount Marty's Lancers. But so far, the women have put together a nice first half, and we'll see if they can come out of the locker room and pick up right where they left off, leading 37-25. Briar Cliff and the Charger Foundation would like to thank the following businesses for their support of Charger athletics, including Hy-Vee, the CNOS Foundation, Heartland Chiropractic Associates, Great Southern Bank, One-Eyed Jacks, and Wall of Fame Creative Embroidery. Thank you for your ongoing commitment to Charger athletics and Briar Cliff University. Looking ahead a little bit after Mount Marty here, the Chargers will be on the road at Dordt and Dakota Wesleyan. They'll return home on December the 4th to take on Northwestern. Then they'll travel across town Saturday the 7th to take on Morningside. Home against St. Mary and Dakota State and Sterling before Christmas, then Mayville State and Valley City State over the holiday break. We'll visit the Newman Flanagan Center, so a lot of action coming up for the Chargers between now and the first of the year, but we're ready to get underway here for the second half at the Newman Flanagan Center. 37-25 is your score. Starting 5 for BCU on the court. They'll have the ball first. Shooting into their home standard, meaning they will go from left to right on your screen. Here in the second half, Sudman catches. Slaughter over to Carly on the wing to counter Sudman. Sudman bounces through the paint. Deitzler catches, gets around the defender and scores, picking up right where she left off. Madeline Deitzler with 15. 39-25, equaling the biggest lead of the day for BCU as Williams drives the paint out to McKinney for three. No good. Offensive rebound for Williams. She tries to shoot in heavy traffic where she's fouled. Connor Sudman picks up her first. Team's first, but Williams was in the act of shooting. So it'll be the first free throw attempt of the game for the Mount Marty Lancers. They'll definitely want to improve on that stat here in the second half of getting to the free throw line as often as possible. Williams' free throw is off the mark and no good. Second one, no good as well. Sokolowski with a rebound. Slaughter into the front court, getting inside the three-point arc. Back out to Sudman. Sudman looks to a bounce pass. Sokolowski in the corner, back to Sudman at the elbow. Slaughter has it, bouncing through traffic to Deitzler, who's fouled, unfortunately, before the shot went away, but that'll be on McKinney and be her third. Team's first of the second half. But a big third foul. She and Molly Coste each have three. Run down by Sokolowski. A little bit beyond the arc. Over to Peyton Slaughter. 15 on the Briar Cliff shot clock. Slaughter drives the paint. Looked to bounce it off to Deitzler, but it's stolen by Williams. One-on-one with Carly. Carly battles Williams. Williams draws in the foul against Alyssa Carly, her first. Team second. So Hannah Williams will go right back to the free throw line, where she was less than a half a minute ago, and no good. So Hannah Williams will step back up. 3 of 10 on the season from the arc, now 3 of 13. But she hits 1 of 2. Williams has 3. 39-26. Just under 9 to play, third quarter. Sudman at the right elbow. Sokolowski has to run it down, but gets it. Slaughter had to leave it off for Sudman. It goes off of her hands, into the hands of Hannah Williams, and the Lancers on the run. Tebben, to the low block. Tebben shoots no good. Good no call there by the refereeing crew. She and Deitzler going toe-to-toe. Deitzler comes to a jump stop, takes a dribble, and hands it off to Sudman. Sokolowski to Sudman in the near corner. She gets a screen, now wants a three, no good. Off the mark, rebounded by Williams and cleared for Mount Marty. Chest pass, Williams to McKinney. McKinney takes the left side, got in a little too deep and then traveled, a little indecisive after she got the ball way down low as Comstock will check back in for Briar Cliff in place of Slaughter. Lexi Hochstein back in the lineup for Mount Marty. Coach Power calls the play, and we're ready to go. 39-26. Comstock picks up her dribble. Has Deitzler to help her out. Deitzler takes a step to Sudman. Back to Deitzler, just inside the free throw line. She'll retreat for Comstock. Comstock drives, shoots, and scores at the end one coming for Bryceland Comstock. Nice play. Second to Williams, team second. Comstock with a three-point play opportunity. She did hit a free throw earlier. Jaden Businger into the lineup for Briar Cliff. So Comstock trying for the three-point play, in and out, no good. Tebben with a rebound, was halfway down before it bounced away. 41-26, Lancers shooting. Hochstein with it, back across the top. And at the point for McKinney, over to Hochstein. Hochstein takes a few dribbles and stops at the free throw line. She turns, has McKinney for three, in and out, no good. Run down by Williams, but tied up immediately by Carly. It'll be Mount Marty basketball on the jump ball. A big collision on the inbounds. It'll be a foul against the Chargers. Alyssa Carley, her second. Team's third, Brianna Allen in for Alyssa Carley. So the Lancers will inbound once again off to the right side of their basket. Good move towards the hoop by McKinney, and she's fouled by Businger on the shot. Businger's third, team's fourth. Fouls piling up for the Chargers. Early on here in the quarter, just 2.5 minutes gone. They've collected 4 already. McKinney's free throw is off the front of the rim, no good. A little too high. Had too much arc on it. She'll try it again. Second one, spot on. McKinney has 6. 41-27. Comstock draws a double team and threw it away. Coach Power, the only one in the neighborhood. Slaughter back into the ball game for Comstock. Alyssa Carley, Connor Sudman back into the ball game. Tebben will inbound and bounces it into McKinney. McKinney dribbles right now to the point for Williams. McKinney wide open in the corner. They can't get it to her quick enough to fire for 3. She's covered up now by Slaughter. 15 on the Lancer shot clock. Double teamed up top. McKinney gets it in the paint. McKinney throws it back out beyond the arc. Hochstein will drive. Little Euro step into the paint, no good. Ball bounces around, back to Hochstein, no good. Rebound for Deitzler. Slaughter takes the right side of the paint, bounces through traffic. Sudman with a lay in, good. 43-27, Connor Sudman's first basket of the game. Bounced into Williams, good pass out to Tebben. Tebben drives baseline, shoots over Deitzler, good. Jamie Tebben has 8. 43-29, Sudman, right wing, drives, gets through, lays it up and in, back-to-back baskets. The freshman that averages 18.8 a contest has back-to-back buckets, is 45-29, and McKinney dribbles for Mount Marty. Chargers still shooting nearly 50% for the game on 17 of 34, right at 50 now on the update. Williams with a reverse lay-in to the right side as she skipped through the paint and laid it up and in. And a 30-second timeout on the floor will stop action at 6:02 to play in the third quarter. It's 45-31. Madeline Deitzler still leads all scorers with 15. Peyton Slaughter with 4 rebounds. Bench scoring, Briar Cliff at 15-8. Points in the paint. Chargers 22-8. Second chance points 7-6 for the Lancers. Points off of turnover, even at 6. So a quick 30-second timeout on the floor. 45-31. Men's hoops, of course, will follow here on the Charger Sports Network. 7-2 Mount Marty, 7-0 Briar Cliff. Charger basketball, Peyton Slaughter set to bring it up. The Cherokee freshman will work it into the front court. Slaughter bounces to Sudman. Allen will hand it off to Carley. Coming around the top of the circle. Brianna Allen in the corner. Looking in for Deitzler. She's fouled from behind by Tebben, her second, team's third. So the Charger inbound play will come from the near side of the basket. And Peyton Slaughter will do it. Deitzler cutting towards the basket. We got a foul off the ball. Lexi Hochstein will pick up her first, team's fourth. So the next foul both ways will put the opposing team on the free throw line for the remainder of the quarter. Sudman will inbound. She throws it in up top for Deitzler. Now posts up, gets it back, goes left and throws it out to Carley. Open for 3. No good off the mark. And a kick ball by Deitzler will give it to Mount Marty. It came in a little lower than she thought. fighting for position, ended up with the kick save. Slaughter will come back and defend Carly McKinney the length of the floor. Hochstein across the stripe. She brings it into the offensive zone for Mount Marty. McKinney picks up her dribble. Has Otkin down to the baseline. Ball tipped up in the air and stolen. Off the fingers of Peyton Stoley. Slaughter over to Carly. Carly open for three. No good. Allen's going to get a reach foul. Be Allen's first, team's fifth. Carly McKinney will walk to the other end and shoot free throws. Mount Marty just 2 of 6 on the game from the free throw line. McKinney is 1 of 2 from the stripe. Free throw is good for McKinney. She has 9. Three Lancers set to check in at the next opportunity. That'll be now as McKinney hits both and becomes the first double-digit scorer for the Lancers. 45-33 the score. And as we mentioned earlier, Mount Marty likes to keep it low, unlike the rest of the G-Pack. Slaughter drives. Sudman open for three in the corner. Good. Connor Sudman. 7 for the freshman. 48-33, set her up beautifully. Jacobson has it on the wing and pops it back out top. Back to Jacobson, who takes a few dribbles. Coastie left open for three. She'll take it, no good. Mount Marty struggling from beyond the arc, 5 of 25 now. Slaughter, beautiful bounce pass into Deitzler. Three-point play opportunity coming for Madeline Deitzler. Slid right down to the low block, accepted the pass perfectly, and went right to the basket. The foul will go to Fashing and be her first. So Deitzler looking for a three-point play opportunity. Free throw is good. Deitzler has 18. 51-33, Briar Cliff. 4:35 and counting, third quarter. Coastie at the elbow takes a dribble into a double team off to Fashing. Fashing will be fouled by Allen. Allen second. Free throw is good for Shelby Fashing. She's 3 of 10 on the season from the free throw line, but hits both. 51-35. Carly in the corner to Slaughter. Slaughter pops it out top to Allen, who looks far side. Sudman back to Carly. Carly directing some traffic. Leaves it off for Allen at the elbow. Allen with her back facing the hoop. Takes a few dribbles to the left. Allen gets in underneath. She'll set up Carly for three. No good. Rebound run down by Ali Kuka and then fouled by Deitzler. Trying to tie it up, but a foul that will make your coach pull their hair out underneath your own basket. We'll walk to the other end and shoot free throws. Coach Power doesn't have much of that left to pull out, so that's probably not what he's rooting for. I guess if he was bald, would we really notice? I don't think so. And for those of you keeping score at home, yes, Coach Power in all black yet again. I've never seen the man with any color on his clothes, ever. Ever. Oh, he does wear it well. I give him that. No, I take that back. I saw him at the movie theater once, and he had a red shirt on, and I didn't recognize him. I didn't know who he was. He said hi to me. I had to look twice. Oh, hi, Coach. That's you. 51-36. The man in black. Bounce down to Deitzler. Deitzler with a bounce pass. Sudman. Sokolowski. Sokolowski in the paint. She'll leave it near side for Slaughter, who pops it back up top through two Chargers' hands. Just didn't realize Allen was right there, did Sudman. Sudman bounces it away knocks it out from behind. Tried to sell it. Peyton Stoley lost the handle. Mount Marty will keep it. Almost thrown away by the Lancers. Jacobson collects up top. Back over to Coastie. Coastie drives baseline where she's cut off. She'll turn it back towards the top of the key and direct a little traffic. Stoley to Jacobson, open for three. In and out, no good. Rebound beautifully right into the hands of Molly Coastie, who wasted no time and going right back up to shoot it. Sudman catches the basketball. Slaughter over to Sokolowski. Deitzler calling for it inside again. They can't get it to her. She's got to pop out of the lane to stay out of that 3-second. Sudman drives, left-handed running lay-in, no good. Fashing will save it in to the Briar Cliff bench. Back to the Chargers. Alyssa Carley back into the lineup. Carly McKinney back in for Mount Marty. Jamie Tebben and Hannah Williams as well. On high school basketball in the area that started practice now, that's a good sign. A couple of weeks away from the first night of competition. That's a good sign. Love that. December the 3rd, the first night that folks can take the court. Sudman with it. Looking inside at Deitzler. Nothing there yet. Now they fire it to her. She pops it back out to Carly. Top of the key. Sokolowski, right baseline, draws in the defense. Pass was poked out of the air. Deitzler tried to get it. Jump ball, Briar Cliff possession with 15 on the clock. There'll be some of the jamborees and stuff going on throughout the area with high school hoops in mind. And got a number of local products on the floor here tonight from the Siouxland area, which is just fantastic to see. Especially in our men's game coming up. Sokolowski open for three in the corner. Good. She'll rattle it home. Sokolowski with 6. 53-38, 2:25 to go here in the third quarter. At Bryceland Comstock, local product. She's been on the floor a lot tonight, but reverse lay-in by Williams is up and good. In the men's game, it'll be coming home a little bit for Jalen Billings and Trent Wilson. Keegan Savory from Sergeant Bluff Luton, the other two from North and East respectively. Runner by Slaughter, good. 56-40. Also have a gentleman from Mount Marty from nowhere near here, the Republic of Georgia. You'll know his name when I say it later on. It's not Smith or Lee. Give you that clue. Carly open for three, right wing off the front of the rim, no good. Tebben with a rebound. Her pass knocked out of the air by Slaughter. Good ball awareness. But back to Tebben. Free throw line for Williams. Williams backs her way in, gets around Deitzler and lays it in nicely. One more move sometimes is all you need, and for Hannah Williams, executed well, 56-42. Slaughter had it knocked away. The foul, though, will go to McKinney and be her 4th. So Peyton Slaughter will go to the free throw line. Substitutions. For those of you maybe watching basketball for the first time this season, a rule change this year. There's no substitutions in between free throws. Got to do it before the free throw or hope the second one is made. And that's when you make your substitutions now. And I like that. Can't keep running players in between free throws. Get the player to the line, shoot the free throws. I like it. Is that a high school rule too? It is. Okay, good. Yep. I like that. Slaughter's free throw is good. (57-42). Slaughter's second is good as well. Shot clock resets to 20 instead of a full. Like that as well. So the game evolves all the time, and they try to make it better and better. 58-42, Briar Cliff has the lead after Slaughter's free throws. Williams to Coastie. Coastie almost lost it, gathers it in, throws it across the paint to Tebben, who's fouled from behind by Allen. Allen's third. Well into the double bonus. Jamie Tebben at the free throw line. Double-digit score at 10-3 a contest. 18 of 26 at the free throw line. Misses the first. Tebben's second free throw is good. She has 9, approaching her average. 58-43. Waning seconds here in the third quarter. Dreckman over to Allen. Allen bounces inside. Lamprecht lost the handle. It was a pretty nice pass, but she was trying to make her move while catching it. Turnover, the 15th of the night for Briar Cliff. Jacobson for 3 in the corner, and she buries it. Her first basket of the game is a big one, and that cuts the lead to 12, 58-46. Comstock will dribble. Over to Allen, who pops it right back to Businger. Allen has it up top with 10 on the clock. Dreckman goes corner for Comstock to Businger. Businger will drive. She'll stop. Look to gain some contact from Williams. Doesn't. Shot is off the mark, and the buzzer sounds, and we are done with 3. Briar Cliff 58, Mount Marty 46. We'll take a timeout here on the Charger Sports Network and be back for the fourth quarter right after this. Start of the fourth quarter here at the Newman Flanagan Center on the Charger Sports Network at bcuchargers.com. I'm Justin Barker, glad to be with you as Briar Cliff with a 12-point lead. Skip pass to Hochstein. Three-pointer in the corner, good. Lexi Hochstein with 11. Lead cut back into single digits for the first time in a while, 58-49. Slaughter picks up her dribble and bounces to Sudman just past the free throw line. Sokolowski will dribble around the top. Carly in the far corner. Drive, stop, shoots, scores. Alyssa Carly with 10. 60-49. Coastie leaves it off. Tebben with it. Worked over to Hochstein. Around the area, she just hit that 3. Coastie in the paint. One dribble. Back out top. Another 3 on the way, well off the mark for Hochstein and out of bounds. Lancers have no problem firing three-pointers. They've now shot 170 on the season. Into their 7th game. But they've only hit 6 of 28 tonight. Slaughter hands it off to Carly. Carly high off the window, no good. It'll be a jump ball. Briar Cliff will get the possession as Carly McKinney checks back into the ball game, as does Allie Kuka. McKinney playing with 4 fouls. Only player with 4. Do have a handful of players that have 3 fouls. 7 on the shot clock. Bounced into Deitzler. Right back to Carly, right back to Deitzler with 4, with 3. Deitzler out to Sokolowski, and they won't get it away before the end of the shot clock, and it's a turnover to the Lancers. So a big turnover for them as they try to cut into the 11-point lead that Briar Cliff enjoys with 8:37 to play. Throw it into Coastie at the half-court stripe. She'll turn and walk it up for Mount Marty. McKinney, content to dribble for now beyond the arc. Coastie left side, bounces down to Williams. Williams throws back up top to the far side. Tebben pushes it back near in front of the Mount Marty bench in traffic to Coastie. Popped out, Tebben thought about a three, won't take it. Long two instead, but she traveled, and the turnover will be the 17th of the evening whistled against the Lancers. It'll go back to Briar Cliff. So this is the opportunities that the Chargers need to take advantage of getting points off of turnovers. It's a big deal in football. It's a big deal in basketball. Heck, it's a big deal in hockey. Convert when you can off of those turnovers. But an offensive foul called against Peyton Slaughter. Her third. Team's first of the fourth quarter. With 8:01 to play and a nice crowd filing in for the men's game. And as we said, 3 hometown guys coming back to play tonight for Mount Marty. Coastie picks up her dribble well beyond the arc. She'll flip it near side for McKinney. McKinney leaned on and fouled by Sokolowski, her fourth. So she becomes the first Charger with 4 fouls. Sarah Dreckman back into the Briar Cliff lineup. So Sokolowski, the talented 5'10 freshman. She'll come out. Tebben wants a three. She's open. It's off the mark. No good. Ball tipped around into the hands of Dreckman. Dreckman feeds it ahead to Slaughter. Slaughter will be fouled by Tebben. It'll be her third. But team's first of the fourth quarter. Didn't realize that needed to be a tongue twister, but what the heck. And we got a foul off the basketball. I believe that'll go to Ali Kuka. No, it won't. It'll go to Jamie Tebben. Kuka was in the neighborhood as well and kind of had that look like, oh no, what did I do? Well, turns out she didn't do anything. So the look was valid. Slaughter to Sudman, baseline jumper, no good. Deitzler with the offensive rebound, put back, good! Deitzler with her 20th point of the night. She'll go to the free throw line on the three-point play opportunity. Peyton Stoley picks up her third. Lexi Hochstein back into the ball game for Mount Marty, their leading scorer off the bench. Free throw for Deitzler is good. She's got 21. 63-49, Briar Cliff. Done an excellent job defensively on Mount Marty tonight, holding them to 32% shooting on 17 of 53 so far. Into the corner for Hochstein. She won't fire for three. Back up for McKinney instead. McKinney looks over her options with 10 on the shot clock. Stoley bounces over to Hochstein. Hochstein back to McKinney. McKinney for three, no good. Rebound through the hands of Fashing and into the hands of Deitzler. For her fourth rebound of the game is Slaughter. Uses the center of the floor and over to Carly. Deitzler to the trailer. Takes one dribble. Pops inside the free throw line. No good. Offensive rebound and put back for Peyton Slaughter. Good hustle play down low to put on a great box out and be in position for the rebound. 65-49. 6:35 to play. Chargers looking to snap a 4-game losing streak. Stoley out to McKinney. McKinney dribbles through traffic to the basket. Blocked late by Deitzler, but I think they're going to get her with a bit of the body on the block. Her second, team's third. Bryceland Comstock back into the BCU lineup. McKinney at the free throw line. Free throw is good. She's got 11 to match the team high. 65-50 though. Second one good as well. So Carly McKinney hits both, and she's got 12. 14-point Charger lead, 65-51. Sudman has the dribble, uses it, bounces down to Deitzler. Deitzler over Fashing, blocked down into the hands of Comstock. She'll push it out. Sudman for three, in and out, no good. Rebound pulled in by Mount Marty, almost stolen away by Comstock, double teaming Williams. She does have a teammate. McKinney will dribble and hustle into the front court. McKinney looks to go the distance and lays it up and in. A little bit out of control for a portion there, but McKinney able to gather it back in and get the deuce. So it's 65-53. Alyssa Carley holds in the near corner. Thought about a long two, won't take it. Baseline jumper for Deitzler, no good. It rolls off the rim. And we'll have a jump ball between Williams and Sarah Dreckman. Mount Marty will have the possession as Taylor Lamprecht checks into the ball game for Briar Cliff. Jaden Businger and Brianna Allen into the Charger lineup. .5:25 to play. Chargers have a 12-point lead. Lobbed into Fashing. She lost it into the hands of Comstock for the steal. Comstock near side for Allen. Allen thought about a three, won't take it. To the top for Comstock. Over to Businger on the wing. Couple of cutters, nothing doing. Goes to Allen in the corner. Allen will drive. Allen, an offensive foul. Allen's fourth, team's fourth. Carly Wetzel into the Mount Marty lineup. Wetzel, a 6'1" freshman from O'Neill, Nebraska. So we've crossed the 5-minute mark here, and the Chargers up by 12 to Williams at the free throw line. And a turnover. Travel on Williams. Referee was kind of covered up over here by the coaching staff of the Lancers. Line change for Briar Cliff, goalie stays. So it'll be Slaughter working it up the floor. Sidman with it. To Madeline Deitzler. Deitzler with a jump stop and a shot, no good. Williams runs down the rebound. Williams will take the center of the floor and go all the way to the basket, lay in good. Nobody stepped over in front of her, and Hannah Williams just took the opportunity. 65-55, lead down to 10 for Briar Cliff. 4:15 to go. Carly lobs it into Deitzler. Deitzler will turn to the hoop. Now she'll make her move and lay it in and score. 30-second timeout by the Chargers. Deitzler with 23 on the night. And it's 67-55. And coming up for the Charger ladies. Like we said, a stretch that coaches, it'll give coaches nightmares. At number 5 Dort, at Dakota Wesleyan, home against Northwestern, and at Morningside. That's the next 4 for Mike Power. And that's after playing 3 of 5 ranked teams to start the season. Of course, there's really no easy night in the Great Plains Athletic Conference, but the non-conference schedule for Briar Cliff, pretty darn tough this year. Heading into conference play. 67-55, but home court wins are big for a youthful team. Carly goes for the steal, but knocks it into the Mount Marty bench. So as we said, when you have as many freshmen and sophomores on your roster as Briar Cliff does, it's get better every day. Looking inside for Wetzel. It's knocked away. She'll run it down in the corner and throw it back up top. Down to 5 on the Mount Marty shot clock. McKinney fires along 2 and scores. Carly McKinney. She's their leading scorer at 16.8. She's got 14 and a block foul coming. I think it's Molly Coasty, and that'll be her 4th. Team's 4th. 67 to 57. The sounds of fans are just awesome. Because any whistle is wrong to someone. Sudman stops in the paint, bounces back up top. Sokolowski on the drive. She'll leave it off. Baseline jumper for Slaughter. Good. 69-57 BCU. 3:15 and counting. We'll have our One-Eyed Jacks postgame show on the way. We'll wrap this one up. Wetzel for 3 in the corner. Off the mark. Rebounded by Sudman. Had her pocket picked by Williams. Take your game ticket from here at Briar Cliff over to One-Eyed Jacks for half-price appetizers before and after every game. Wetzel for 3, left wide open, and scores. Nice shot. 69-60 as Slaughter tried to get through traffic. She was stopped by a foul. Carly Wetzel will pick up her first, team's 5th. What was he yelling about? Oh, okay.
That's usually not a good thing.
Oh, yeah, that's not a good thing. Okay. Mr. Referee was telling one of the participants that their voice has been heard and it's not necessarily being agreed with. Timeout on the floor, 69-60 with 2:49 to play. And when Mr. Referee says, hey, that's enough, then it's, hey, cut it out now.
Probably heed the warning. I mean, you don't have to.
I mean, if you're the coach, you act like you don't even hear it. I get that part. I've had the conversation with coaches and referees alike, and they both say the same thing. We're not going to stop blowing the whistle. They're not going to stop yelling at us for it. So it's a mutual agreement that they're going to do their job, and we're going to do our job, and go have a cup of coffee after the game. Slaughter misses both, unfortunately. And the rebound of Williams for Mount Marty as they can cut further into the Briar Cliff lead, trailing by 9, 69-60. Coasty will drive, looking straight on. Out to McKinney. McKinney for 3, off the mark. Wetzel with a rebound. Puts it back up over Deitzler, no good. Poked into the hands of Coasty. And over to Wetzel. Wetzel for another 3, good. Couple of threes by Carly Wetzel. Cuts it to a 6-point lead. The Lancers haven't been this close since the first quarter. Foul to Wetzel will be her 2nd. So for the Chargers, free throws are going to be incredibly important here. Shooting 71% as a team coming into tonight. So far 9 of 13. Make it 10 of 14. Slaughter has 9. 70-63. Slaughter's second one is off the front of the rim, no good. Williams with a rebound. She's got 8 of them to lead Mount Marty. Tebben looks away the 3. McKinney gets it back and over to Coasty. 2:05 to play. McKinney bounces into Williams, out to Tebben for 3. That's long, no good, into the hands of Sokolowski for her 5th rebound. She'll find guard Peyton Slaughter, who will slow it down. Slaughter bounces near side, Sudman with it, back to Slaughter. 15 on the Charger shot clock. Now Sudman comes out to get it. The talented freshman, averaging 18.8 a contest, has 7 so far tonight, but she gets a screen from Carly and drives towards the basket. She'll be fouled by Kuka. That'll be her 2nd. And kind of an interesting foul, I guess. You let 24 seconds go off the shot clock before the foul. Being down by 7. The opposing team is going to end up on the free throw line. Maybe put them there earlier, but if you're rooting for Briar Cliff, which we are, that's okay. First one off the mark. Sudman, an 88% free throw shooter, one of the tops in the country, and she misses both. Williams with a rebound, her 9th. 11 points and 9 rebounds for Hannah Williams. 90 seconds to play into Williams in the paint. Out to Coastie. Coastie for 3. Good. She's got 7. Timeout on the floor by Mount Marty. 1:24 to play. Briar Cliff 70. Mount Marty 66. We'll be right back at the Newman Flanagan Center on the Chargers Sports Network. .124 to go here at the Newman Flanagan Center. It's 70-66. Briar Cliff has the lead in the basketball against full court. Mount Marty Lancer pressure. Deitzler to do the inbounding. Sudman has it. She'll turn it up and hustle across the half-court stripe where she finds Alyssa Carley. Slaughter comes back to the top to get it. Right wing bounce to Sudman. Back to Slaughter. 1:10 to go. 15 on the shot clock. Into Deitzler. Deitzler tied up. Good job by Hannah Williams. Put her hands on the basketball and stayed away from the play to not get the foul. So the Chargers will inbound. 1:06 to go, 13 on the shot clock. They've got a 4-point lead. Lobbed into Deitzler, who's bumped from behind, I believe, by Williams. That'll be Hannah Williams' 3rd foul. That'll put Madeline Deitzler on the free throw line, where she's struggled this year. 14 of 32 coming in for 44%. That doesn't matter if you hit them right now. And she does. See, that's okay. And she's had a crazy good night, 24 points. Make it 25. A couple of big free throws for Madeline Deitzler and a 30-second timeout for Coach Power with 65 seconds left. Now they'll change it to a full timeout. So he'll have one left. Both coaches with a timeout in their pocket. You always like to keep one if you can when you know the full court pressure is coming. A lot can go wrong in those situations, and having a timeout to save the day is always good. Coach Figuera starting to pace the hardwood down in the corner as his team gets ready to take the floor with their 7-0 record, 1-0 in the GPAC, winning on a buzzer beater from Nick Hoyt on Saturday at Concordia. Concordia, a place where the Chargers have struggled in the past. But coming out of there with an early season conference opening victory is awesome for Coach Figuera and his crew. So they'll look to defend their home floor coming up after the conclusion of this one. 75-66, we got a good conclusion coming for you though. McKinney will dribble, crossing the half-court stripe at the 1-minute mark. McKinney lost the handle. It's loose on the floor. It'll be Mount Marty basketball on the tie-up, but possession arrow will now favor Briar Cliff after this inbounds play. Coastie will inbound. 58 seconds left. McKinney, a little bit out of her range beyond the arc, puts in a running right-hander. No good. Rebound poked around, tipped, ends up out of bounds to Briar Cliff. Last touch by Molly Coastie. Deichler will inbound against the full court pressure. Slaughter and Sudman back deep. Carly back there as well. Sudman makes the catch. Sudman will turn. She throws to Deichler. And Kuka will collect the personal foul. Her third. Riceland Comstock into the Charger lineup. But it'll be Madeline Deichler at the free throw line. 25 points tonight. 7 of 8 at the free throw line, so her free throw percentage is going to go up considerably, make it 8 of 9. You go from 14 of 32 to 22 of 41. That helps. Second one in and out, no good. 73-66, 40 seconds to go. McKinney looking for quick points. Left-hand lay-in, high off the window, good. Carly McKinney with 18. Excuse me, in a timeout by the Chargers with 36.8 seconds left and a 5-point lead. Chargers shooting 27 of 58 for 46%, 6 of 21 beyond the arc, and 12 of 21 at the free throw line. Rebounds tied at 40. Mount Marty 23 of 60, or make that 24 of 66, 36%, 10 of 36 beyond the arc. At halftime, they were 5 of 22, so they've shot a little better beyond the arc here in the second half. And they're 10 of 16 at the free throw line. 18 assists, 19 turnovers for the Chargers. 14 assists, 20 turnovers for Mount Marty. Deichler with 26 leads the way for Briar Cliff, but Peyton Slaughter has 6 rebounds, 6 assists to go along with 9 points, so she's done a little bit of everything to this point. So 9, 6, and 6. Pretty good stat line for your starting guard. A lot of coaches would take that from your point guard any day. So it'll be BCU inbounding just to the left of Coach Power. It will be Peyton Slaughter. Slaughter bounces into Sudman, and she'll be fouled immediately by Coastie. That will be it for Molly Coastie. She fouls out with 7. Comstock into the Charger lineup. Sudman will be at the free throw line. Comstock in defensively. Slaughter playing offense. Sudman's free throw is good. She's got 8. 74-68. Second one, good. The freshman hits them both. She's got 9. 75-68. McKinney looks to go coast to coast again, but put on the brakes. Now she'll shoot high off the window. No good. Rolls away. Rebound in the corner. We'll say last touch by Sudman. Even though it looked like Williams kind of poked her from behind. .9 seconds. McKinney fires a long 3, no good. Rebound, loose, pulled in by Carly, who will be fouled with 18 seconds left, so shot clock not a factor anymore. Lexi Hochstein with a foul, her second. Alyssa Carly, an 82% free throw shooter, will take her turn. Free throw for Carly, rolls in. She's got 11. Second one good for Carly as well, and a timeout by the Lancers. Lead is back to 9 with 18.7 seconds left. Final timeout of the game is a 30-second timeout. So after this, we're going to play it through. Well, barring stoppages in play, but no more timeouts. Just time to play, 77-68. Jackson Lamb and the Chargers looking to take on Chris King and Mount Marty next. Lamb averaging 24 points a game. 97% free throw shooter. 54% from the field and 47% beyond the arc. That's a shooter, folks. Williams will drive the paint. She stops out to Wetzel for three. Good. Carly Wetzel with three fourth quarter three-pointers. Lead cut to 6. Carly fouled immediately on the inbounds play. I mean, look at this stat line. Look at this. This is nuts. Check that out. 54% from the field, 47% beyond the arc, 97% of the free throw line. That
guy's pretty good.
He's okay. You know, he's all right. Carly's free throw is good. She's got 13. She's pretty darn good too. Ethan Friedel at 17.1, not far behind. Those two, if they're in the gym, they're in range. 78-71. Carly's free throw is good. She hits them both. Huge free throws for Carly to push the lead back to 8 with 10 seconds to go. Hochstein for three, off the mark, no good. Rebounded inside by McKinney. Fouled on the putback with 4 seconds left. Comstock picks up her first. Free throw is good for McKinney. Enjoying a 9-point fourth quarter and a 19-point evening. Second one is off the mark. Sokolowski with a rebound, and the Chargers will dribble it out and win. Nice home court victory for the Briar Cliff University Chargers. The final score, BCU 79, Mount Marty 72. Chargers improved to 2-4 on the season. Their record evens off with the Great Plains Athletic Conference at 1-1. Mount Marty now 4-3 and 0-3 in GPAC play. Take a brief timeout. We'll add up some stats for you. We'll be right back with our One-Eyed Jacks post-game report after this on the Charger Sports Network at bcuchargers.com. Back inside a Happy Newman Flanagan Center. Final score, the Chargers 79, Mount Marty 72. Madeline Deitzler shows the way for Briar Cliff with 26 points. Alyssa Carley with 14. Connor Sudman and Peyton Slaughter with 9 points each. Chargers got 6 from Shannon Sokolowski. 5 from Bryceland Comstock. Taylor Lamprecht with 4. Sarah Dreckman and Brianna Allen with 3 each. For the Lancers, they were led by Carly McKinney with 17. Lexi Hochstein had 11. Hannah Williams had 11. Carly Wetzel off the bench with 9, 3 3-pointers in the fourth quarter. Jamie Tebben with 9. Molly Costi with 7. Ali Kuka with 3. Kayla Jacobson with 3. And Shelby Fashing with 2. Chargers shoot 27 of 58 for 47%, 6 of 21 beyond the arc, and 19 of 29 at the free throw line. Mount Marty 25 of 70, 35%. These stats brought to you by One-Eyed Jacks and the One-Eyed Jacks postgame report. Three-pointers, Mount Marty 11 of 38, and for the free throw line, Mount Marty 11 of 18. Rebounding advantage to Mount Marty by 1, 43 to 42. Lancers 19 offensive rebounds. Chargers 13 offensive rebounds. 18 assists, 19 turnovers for Briar Cliff. 15 assists, 20 turnovers for Mount Marty. The bench scoring 25-15 for Mount Marty. Points in the paint 36-22 for Briar Cliff. Second chance points tied at 13. Points off of turnover 11-9 for BCU. Deitzler shows the way with 26 points. Peyton Slaughter leads the way with 6 rebounds and 6 assists. Carly McKinney shows the way with 17 for Mount Marty. Hannah Williams with a double-double, 11 points and 10 rebounds. And Molly Coastie with 3 assists. So for the Chargers, they improved to 2-4, 0-2, and 1-1 in GPAC conference play. Mount Marty is 4-2, 0-3 in GPAC conference play. Up next for the Briar Cliff women at Dordt coming up on Saturday. So that'll wrap it up for the first half of our doubleheader. And the One-Eyed Jacks postgame report, it's Briar Cliff 79, Mount Marty 72. We'll be back in a few minutes. Men's basketball coming up next. It's the 7-0 Chargers and the 7-2 Lancers. GPAC action on the way on the Charger Sports Network at bcuchargers.com.